Hello and welcome to the Pretty Good Gaming Daily Triple. That's your no shit gaming news video. 3 news stories in one video with 0 faff. A while ago I reported on the legal battle between Epic Games and Apple. To very quickly catch you up, Epic changed its payment system for Fortnite on iOS, which broke Apple's terms of service, leading to Fortnite being removed from the App Store. Epic then seized this opportunity to launch a coordinated marketing campaign against Apple and its supposed monopoly on the mobile gaming market. This was done via some very tongue-in-cheek references to George Orwell's 1984, something which Apple even directly referenced in one of its old ads for the first Mac computer. That's basically the gist of it, and in reality it's a little bit more complicated, but that's all you really need to know for now. However, this story isn't really about the legal battle itself. Instead, it's an interesting revelation that was just shared in court. Epic's approach to exclusivity in PC gaming hasn't won them any fans, but on top of that, it is seriously expensive. For developers, going exclusive with Epic can be a great move because the deal involves a hefty amount of cash upfront that will often offset any lost Steam sales and then some. But for Epic, they are burning through money fast, and Apple is using this in its case against the company. According to legal documents, among a list of reasons why Epic flagrantly breaches its agreement with Apple, Apple argues that the Epic Game Store is not profitable and not comparable to the App Store. Epic spent $444 million in 2020 alone in minimum guarantees, which is basically the carrot Epic dangles in front of developers and promises they will earn at least that much by going exclusive. Additionally, Apple points out that Epic only projects to earn $401 million for 2020, meaning that the company will be operating at a loss. By Epic's own admission, that $401 million figure is even with significant growth and expects to lose $139 million in 2021. Epic's strategy of poaching exclusives will continue and follows the narrative that it's to punish Steam for its 70-30 payment split. But burning through that much cash, Tim Sweeney's gonna end up like the dude.
Where's the fucking money, shithead?
It's down there somewhere. Let me take another look.
To make matters worse for Epic, Apple claims it doesn't expect to even see profit for 6 years. At best, Epic does not expect EGS to have cumulative gross profit before 2027. Who even knows what sort of state the industry will be in then? There could be a brand new console, an industry-defining game, or just maybe Cyberpunk is a fully functional game. The company also expects to see $330 million in losses from just minimum guarantees. Apple also criticizes the Epic Game Store as an app for lacking basic functionality and critical features even 2 years after launch. In a response, Epic argues that it will be profitable by 2023 and claims its current lack of profitability is due to its focus on user acquisition and marketing. EGS is not yet profitable at its current scale and stage of development because it has front-loaded its marketing and user acquisition costs to gain market share. EGS's 12% transaction fee is sufficient to cover the variable costs of running EGS, including payment processing, customer service, and bandwidth. Beyond Epic's questionable profitability, Apple attacks the company for it believes to be a pre-planned media strategy in the hopes of boosting Fortnite's profits before the end of its life cycle. There have been a few bits and pieces added to the story over the past few months, beginning way back in August, and the trial will be held in May. More interesting though than the legal battle itself is the sheer amount of money Epic is burning through. Fortnite may be one of the biggest games on the planet, but that cash will only get them so far, especially if they're not gaining new, paying users as quickly as they're spending. They need to focus on actually improving the quality of the service so that people want to use it, rather than feeling like they have no choice. Meanwhile, as all this Epic versus Apple drama is going on, Steam is sitting pretty as the dominant force in PC gaming, and it doesn't look like that's going to change anytime soon. Epic must be pretty damn confident that it will win if it's taking on one of the biggest tech companies in the world while operating without any profit. If Apple does win, this could be really bad news for Epic, but in the meantime, its exclusives crusade will continue whether you like it or not. The new Oddworld Soulstorm game launched exclusively on the Epic Store as well as PlayStation, and this won't be the last to have some sort of exclusivity with the service. How long Epic can really maintain this expensive strategy of paying for exclusives remains to be seen, but it's tearing through cash far quicker than I ever imagined. Honestly though, I don't care who wins any of this, it's just two huge corporations at each other's throats over percentages. Epic is running the narrative that this is all for you, the gamers, but it's so transparent they just want some cash. Anyway, I'm just here to enjoy from the sidelines with my popcorn. And next up, Outriders came out just a couple of weeks ago, and while there is plenty to like there, there's also a bunch of issues and some are pretty severe. On top of the fairly standard performance problems and connectivity issues of a game like this, some players are reporting that their entire inventories are getting wiped. Losing your inventory in any game is pretty damn annoying, but in a game specifically built around loot collection and grinding, it fundamentally breaks the core gameplay loop. The in-game lobby shows your character with all currently equipped gear, so when the inventory is wiped, all you're left with is a character in their pajamas. Loads of players have been taken to sites like Reddit to share their collective pajama party, with some citing up to 80 hours of of progress being lost. Developer People Can Fly supposedly fixed the issue last Thursday, but evidently it's still a persistent problem for many people. Speaking on Twitter, they said, "We are aware and deeply sorry that some users are continuing to encounter an inventory wipe. We are doing everything we can to resolve this issue both server-side and game-side. As of right now, there are no new solutions given, and more people are reporting inventory wipes as time goes on. Many of these players have long since finished the campaign and are deep into the end game after hitting level 50. Games like this always have issues with performance, but I've not seen such a severe and pervasive inventory wipe before. As a reward for playing through these wobbly early days of the game, the devs are awarding everyone an appreciation package. This will gift your highest level character with a legendary weapon, some titanium, one of the in-game resources, and a free emote." Oh boy, an emote. "This will be awarded to anyone who's played the game between March 31st and April 11th, even if your inventory wasn't wiped. People Can Fly are working to fix the inventory wipe problem by restoring the lost gear, but warns restored items may not have the exact same stats as the lost items. So even if you do manage to get your gear back, it may be very different to what you had originally. Not all gear will be restored either, as it only applies to epic and legendaries, which I'm sure isn't too much of an issue for those in the endgame who rely on that level gear, but if the best you've got is blue, then bad luck, I guess. Plus, there's no word yet on when exactly this restoration will be implemented, and there's no guarantee that a wipe won't happen again until the bug causing it is repaired. I got a review code for the game and have been slowly working my way through it, but my god, it can be painful at times. Over the weekend, my performance wasn't perfect, but it was pretty stable, but then playing last night, I just wanted to kill myself. Taking out a giant monster all by yourself can be pretty challenging at the best of times, but it's particularly difficult when your frame rate drops to the tens, seemingly for no reason, before springing back up again. The moment-to-moment gameplay of blending powers with gunplay is really satisfying, especially with other people on your team, but the game is fundamentally unfinished and not ready as it stands. I'll try to get out a review at some point, but I've still got a lot more of the campaign to play through and then some endgame stuff before I really feel comfortable reviewing it properly. And finally, while Outriders has been frustrating me, I was holding out hope for another game to cheer me up next month. That game was Deathloop by Arcane Studios, which was due out in May, but has now been pushed back to September 14th. In both a video and written statement, game director Dinga Bakaba and art director Sebastian Mitton said, "We've made the decision to delay the launch of Deathloop to the 14th of September 2021. We're committed to quality and preserving our team's ambitions for Deathloop while ensuring the health and safety of everyone at Arcane. We'll be using this extra time to accomplish our goal, create a fun, stylish, and mind-bending player experience. We apologize for the extended wait and thank you all for your passion and excitement. It is the fuel that powers our creativity and our hard work. We can't wait to show you more Deathloop soon." This was one of, if not the most anticipated game of the year for me, so it's a real shame to see yet another delay, but we support delays around these parts. Take the time to polish and finish the game to make it as good as it can be. Hopefully finish it to the point where inventories aren't getting wiped, Outriders? And that's it for today. If you like this no shit format, go ahead and give the video a like to give it a boost, hit subscribe and the bell to stay notified about all future installments. Toss a coin to your YouTuber over at patreon.com/prettygoodgaming. I've been Henry Cooper. That's all for today. Bye for now.